Good morning, everybody. Happy Saturday, and welcome back to another weekly vlog. I hope that you are doing so well. It is currently 7 a.m. and I'm just getting set up to do some plant watering. I actually set a timer to water for 60 minutes because that's kind of what I'm trying to do. And I find when I really just want to focus on something, it helps me to set a timer. But then I went and checked something on my phone, and then I was like, oh, actually, I should start the vlog. And my timer is just going. So I need to get back to my plant watering, but I did just want to jump on here and say hi, hello. Hope that you are doing well. I have a really busy, not only day, but weekend ahead of me. Today it is my friend Hillary and her partner. They're doing a gender reveal for their bye-bye. So that's a potluck at noon. So I'm gonna make a like creamy garlicky pasta for that, which I still need to do this morning. My friend Shannon is either flying or taking the ferry over, so I'm gonna need to pick her up whenever she arrives as well. I have plant watering to do. I haven't given Shannon her Christmas gift yet, so the main gift is wrapped, but I need to finish the card and I have just like some other little things that I'm going to put together for her, so I have to finish that, and then I need to get ready, and this all needs to happen within the next like 3.5 hours. So that being said, I need to go get cracking here. But just to give you a rundown, yeah, that's what I'm doing today. And then tomorrow we are going to Victoria. We're going to spend the day there, and we have tickets to see Cirque du Soleil. So I'm really excited about that. I've never been to Cirque du Soleil before, so yeah, really stoked. That'll be a nice fun day. I was just doing some watering right now, and I was like planning out in my head all the work that I'm gonna do tomorrow. Like I thought I was working tomorrow, and then I realized that I'm not. We're going to Victoria, so yeah. Anyways, I figured I would start the vlog, take y'all along with me, and yeah, I'm gonna go get cracking with my watering though. Also, I took apart and washed all of the parts for my food processor that I opened in the last vlog, and there's like a million parts. Honestly, kind of intimidating, but yeah, they're just kind of finishing drying here.
Take a train ride just to see you, ride for hours just to please you. You don't know how much I need you, 'cause you're my home away from home, away from home, away from being alone. Run away from home, why don't you? 'Cause I did the same just for you. You don't know how much I love you, 'cause you're my home away from home, away from home, away from being alone. I don't wanna stay with you just to have to leave.
Okay, Shannon is on her way. Her flight is landing in about 5 minutes, just like the seaplane. So I'm about to drive downtown and pick her up. I'm just waiting for the car to warm up because it is snowy here right now, you guys. Look at that. There's not a lot of snow, but it is freaking cold. Yesterday we were walking the dogs and my face was like frozen, and I was like, I feel like I don't experience this very often. Like it's not usually that cold of temperatures here. It reminds me of when I lived on the prairies. But yeah, it's freaking cold here right now, so I'm just waiting for the car to warm up for a couple of minutes. I'm literally in my pajamas, you guys. Like I am it's a bit of a chaotic morning, and for some reason in my head I thought, well, we didn't really plan a specific time for her to come. She just happened to get on this early flight, and then she's like, okay, I'm gonna be there, and I'm like, oh my god. So I'm running out the door, so excited to see her. Olive's gonna be so excited to see her as well. I told her Auntie Shan's coming, and her ears perked up. Anyways, I am going to be on my way here. Oh my god, you can see my breath. Can you see that? It's freaking cold. Okay, bye. Nice.
Teddy bear is better. This one or that one? And then which foot is better, this one or that one?
Oh,
This toe is like missing a nail, but that one's shinier, but that, I don't know, bubbles. I feel like this one's still better.
yeah, that one looks good.
And this one?
Yeah.
Or this one? Is it like one white, one black eye? One eye, one missing eye?
This one, the snout looks better.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, I'll do these. Okay, what do you think of this? One on that side, one on this side?
Yeah, I think that's cute.
Just lay it on there, I guess.
Oh, wow.
The cornstarch really dried it up.
This is the chaos of the kitchen right now. We have 10 minutes until we have to leave.
10 minutes for me to do this and then do my hair and makeup.
This looks amazing though. Look at this immaculate cake that Shannon made. The clouds are so cute. Does this spin? No.
No. I made it point
So
not
cute.
to get the spinning
The
rings.
elephants. Like, are you kidding me? A talented woman. It's a wear your guess event, so I have blue. This is literally the only blue shirt I have, but it's kind of like a summery shirt, so I put a sweater over top. And then I'm wearing Shanny's little blue scrunchie, blue jeans.
We traded.
And Shannon is green because she's the only person who knows.
Yellow, blue, green, green.
Yeah. She made the cake and the colors inside the cake, so she's not wearing blue or pink. But we'll see. We'll see. I'm wearing blue because Hillary thinks that it's a boy, and I'm not messing with mama's intuition. So blue it is for me.
But what do you actually think?
I don't know. Like, I feel like I've been so influenced because right away she's been saying boy the whole time. I don't know. We'll see.
Here's Mama.
That's beautiful. Nice cake, eh? Gorge.
Hello everybody, it is I. Guess what? I'm sick. Oh my gosh, I'm so annoyed. I hate being sick. Ain't nobody got time for that. I was up editing last night until like 11:30, and I could feel that my throat felt a little bit dry, like a little bit scratchy, and I had a bit of a cough. So I was like, this better just be nothing. And I had a really spicy dinner, so for some reason I was like, maybe it's because I had really spicy food. I don't know. Me trying to come up with ways to justify it so that I could convince myself that I wasn't getting sick. And then I didn't go to bed until like 11:30. I was working on the last weekly vlog, finishing editing that, and I also finished reading Bunny because I only had like 2 chapters left and I really wanted to finish it. So I went to bed at 11:30, and then I woke up at like 1:30 a.m. and I was like, oh, I'm sick. Like, that really sucks. And then I just couldn't sleep because when I'm sick, I have such a hard time sleeping, which is annoying because it's like the opposite of what my body needs. But yeah, I could not freaking sleep. So I actually moved out to the couch because sometimes like moving to a different spot, helps. And then I ended up sleeping for a couple more hours probably, But yeah, I feel like crap today. And unfortunately, I have like a full Google Calendar, a full to-do list of things that I need to get done. I don't know what, like, I'm supposed to film a Q&A video, which is, you know, going to take me like a few hours to film a Q&A repot. And I just don't know if I'm in any state to be doing that, because I also just don't want to like sound like this for a whole video. I don't know. But yeah, it really sucks. I was honestly feeling so on top of things, and I knew, and I know I shouldn't think this way, but I knew in the back of my mind, I was like, something's gonna happen to knock me off course, because I've actually been like getting ahead with filming, and like you saw in the last vlog, I was saying this, I've actually been like getting ahead with filming and stuff. But here we are. This is life. It happens. I obviously picked something up over the weekend, because over the weekend I was like doing multiple things. I went to Hillary's gender reveal, which she's having a girl, by the way, so that's super, super exciting. So obviously there's like a whole bunch of people there and like kids there and stuff, so who knows. And then the next day we were in Victoria, and we like went to the board game cafe, and then went to Cirque du Soleil, which that was a really lovely day, by the way. It was so cool to see Cirque du Soleil. I loved it. However, I will say we were second row from the front, and it was just not, I mean, it was cool to see like the stuff when they're like just on the stage. Like, it was cool to see it so close up, but I just feel like it's maybe better appreciated from further back, since it's like an aerial thing, and we just didn't really think about that. But anyways, it was really fun. Loved it. I love any type of like performing arts. I love watching like theater and different performances. I love that so much. So yeah, had a really great time there. And then today's Wednesday, by the way. Monday and Tuesday were just solid work days, and I actually have been getting a lot done and feeling really good about that. And then yeah, today this happens. So yeah, kind of annoying. And also it's literally dumping snow. Like, there is so much snow out there, you guys. It's crazy, and it's still just coming down. So yeah, it's like a major snowstorm here right now. Super cold, super snowy. I don't have to go anywhere today, thankfully. But yeah, like I said, I do just have a lot of things that I want to get done, so I'm gonna try to take it as easy as possible, but I cannot just take the whole day off. I just have too much that needs to be done. So yeah, also, like I said, I finished reading Bunny last night, and oh my gosh, you guys, just as I was predicting, the ending, like, it kind of wrapped things up, but like not really. I feel like it's a book that's really open to different interpretations, and I kind of want to read it again and like annotate. And I feel like it's one of those books that it's so complex, you really have to be paying attention to like each thing that happens, like I feel like there's so much symbolism and so much detail in like every sentence, and I'm sure that I did not pick up on a lot of it. But I hopped onto Reddit and was reading different people's thoughts and interpretations and stuff, and yeah, it's so interesting. Like, what a crazy book. But yeah, reading people's interpretations really makes me want to read it again, and kind of like keep different things in mind, and like watch out for different things, and especially what you learn at the end of the book makes me want to start it over and read it again. Maybe I'll buy the physical copy of it, because I just have it on my e-reader right now. But yeah, I don't know, like, it wasn't the most enjoyable reading experience because I was so confused, but I'm just like so, like, it's a really mind-bendy book, and I love that, and I love being able to like just think about things, and I've definitely been just mulling over all of the different thoughts I have about it. So I really enjoy the complexity of it, but I am not going to pretend that I'm smart enough to understand it, and to like, I just want to know what Mona Awad's intention, like, has she ever said what the meaning of it is? Because I know people have different theories, but I just want to know what her thoughts are. Just, yeah, such a strange book. I'm in between a 3 and a 4-star. I think I'm leaning towards 3 because I didn't love reading it, but I'm so like intrigued and impressed, and I'm just enjoying thinking about it so much. I guess that's kind of my thoughts on Bunny, and I actually don't know what I'm reading next, which is kind of fun. Like I kind of want to read Magnolia Parks. That's what I was thinking of, because I don't know, wanted a little bit of drama. But yeah, not sure what I'm gonna read next, so I'm gonna have fun. Oh, maybe I should read something winter themed since it's so snowy out. I'll have to think about that. I do really want to read Beartown by Frederick Bachman over the winter, so maybe now would be a good time to start that, but I feel like I'm not in the mental state to be starting something like that, so I don't know. Anyways, just wanted to check in. Hope that y'all are well. I made a delicious like black bean rice bowl, like Mexican spicy rice bowl last night for dinner. It was so good, and with this yummy side salad, oh my gosh, it was delicious. I should have filmed, but I have leftovers from that for lunch today, but I just don't feel hungry at all. I don't know if anyone else is like that when they're sick too, but like I can't sleep, I don't feel hungry, I have to like force myself to drink water, I don't even want to drink coffee. It's freaking miserable, y'all. I hate being sick so much. Anyways, I will update y'all if anything else is happening. Olive has an echocardiogram tomorrow because she needs to get her heart checked on before she goes for her dental procedure in February. So hopefully my partner can like bring her in for that, because I don't really want to be coming in contact with people when I'm sick like this. But she needs to go because I don't know if it would be able to get rescheduled by before the time she has her dental procedure. Anyways, I'm gonna go. My voice is probably so annoying to listen to right now. Hello everybody. I'm coming at you from day 2 of being sick, and oh my goodness, I'm actually significantly better today. I'm still bad. I would say yesterday was very bad, and today is just bad. Yesterday I could not do anything. I was on the couch or the bed all day. I'm not kidding when I say I could barely stand. Like, I was so just like weak and chills. I had a high fever yesterday. I still have a fever today, but it's come down significantly, so that's good. But holy crap, this just knocked me on my butt. It's just out of nowhere. It is so absurd. Yesterday morning, I thought maybe I was just coming down with a little cold. I thought I would still be able to do my work day. I've had a full Google Calendar, like all my time blocking done for the week. I have not been able to do any of that. Yeah, I literally couldn't do anything. I like got worse by the hour, and it was so bad, and my joints were so sore. My whole body was like, I felt like I was gonna croak. I'm not even kidding. Like, I cannot eat. I'm nauseous. But like the chills and the muscle aches and the joint pain was the worst, and headache. My grow lights, I had to like get my boyfriend to turn off all the grow lights in the house because they're just like killing my eyes, and like keep the curtains closed in the bedroom because it's super snowy out right now, and just how bright it is really hurts my eyes. But oh my gosh, like I just can't believe that this is what my week has become. I was not expecting it, but I guess that's just what happens when you get sick. Anyways, since I am significantly better today, like I'm still not in any shape to be doing anything, but since I am significantly better today, I'm hoping that maybe tomorrow I'll be able to like, you know, maybe like edit a video or do something like that. It's just, yeah, and hopefully I'm better for the weekend, because then I can kind of like make up for the work that I missed this week. I'm actually making like a miso, I don't even know if I'm gonna be able to eat this, to be honest with you, but this miso tofu thing, I thought it was just gonna be broth. I think that there used to be one at like Costco or somewhere that you could buy where you just added hot water and it was just broth and like some seaweed and tofu. So I thought that that's what this was gonna be, but it's actually noodles, and I just don't know if I'm gonna be able, oops, it's dripping. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to eat it. I'm sure that it's yummy, but yeah, I honestly don't know if I'm gonna be able to eat that. I've had one piece of toast today. It's noon and I've managed to eat one piece of toast. But my boyfriend did get some groceries and there's like crackers and orange juice. And I just made this throat coat, echinacea, lemon and echinacea tea. So hopefully that's gonna help my throat. I do unfortunately have a cough, which kept me up. Well, it actually wasn't too bad until like 3:30 or 4 in the morning. But anyways, not doing great this. Oh shoot, I didn't even put the stuff in yet in my soup. Olive is actually at her echocardiogram this morning, and I'm kind of upset because we dropped her off at 9:30 this morning. So I booked this via email because when I was calling, they called me and I missed. They were like, oh, we know you want to book her in for an echocardiogram. Give us a call back. And I tried calling them back the next day, but they were closed for a staff meeting or something. So I just emailed them because I email them all the time, like to refill her medication and like, yes, book things and stuff. So I was like, I'll just email them because I know they're responsive on there. Anyway, so she said that they have today available for an echo. This was like a week ago. And she just said, it's going to be at 11:30. Can you bring her in at 9:30? And I was like, yes, I can do that. And then I literally didn't hear anything else from them. I got like an appointment confirmation email that just like you click, like you say like, yes, I'll be there. Anyways, so that I didn't receive any other communication from them. So I just assumed like all I need to know is bring her there at 9:30. So, you know, I just brought her there at 9:30. And then my boyfriend brought her into the clinic and I was in the car because obviously I don't want to be like going in if I don't have to. And then I need to fill out some paperwork, so I did that. And it was like asking like when she last ate and when she had her medication and stuff. And then I was like, can you just confirm with them that like she wasn't supposed to be fasting? But apparently she was. And they said that they're still gonna do it and they're just like gonna try to not sedate her. I don't think that that's gonna go well though because she's a very anxious dog and they're gonna like try to push it like the furthest back that they can today so she's like digested, I guess. Anyways, I'm just not happy about that. Like, I don't know why I wasn't told that, what happened there, and I'm paying a lot of money for this procedure. It's like $2,200 for this echo, and like I want it to be done properly, and I don't want my dog to have to stay there all day if she doesn't have to. And like, I don't know. I just wasn't very happy about that, and maybe it's my fault. Maybe I should have called and like asked, but I just thought like they'll contact me if there is anything. And I've been sick, so that's like I wasn't even thinking about it yesterday because I was literally so unwell. But yeah, lesson learned. I will be calling and like making sure I have all the information before she goes for anything because yeah, I'm just not happy about that. So I'm really hoping they're gonna be able to like do everything properly and that she's gonna be okay. I'm sure she will. It's just like I'm just like annoyed that happened. Anyways, so I'm like have to have my ringer on today and just like be waiting for them to call me for when she's done or to like give me any updates or whatever. She has to have this echocardiogram done because she's getting her dental done next month, and she has to go to like a special veterinary dentist because of her heart. So we need to like get like an updated status on her heart because they do like specific cardiac procedures when she's like under anesthesia for her dental. So yeah, so she's got a lot going on these next couple of months. So it's not really a great time for me to be missing work either and like falling behind because obviously like these things are very expensive, which I'm sure you know if you have pets. Particularly here on the island, the vet costs are just like absolutely insane. Anyways, I think I'm gonna go lay down in bed and I don't even know what I'm gonna do. I think that I maybe feel well enough today to try to read, but like also I don't really think so. I don't know. I might just, like yesterday I literally couldn't even look at anything. But today maybe I'll try watching something, or definitely just gonna try to like eat and drink my tea and get fluids in and everything. But that's how I'm doing. This weekly vlog is like not really the vibe, but yeah, this is just things have taken a turn. Things have taken a turn for me for sure. Anyways, I'll talk to y'all later and hopefully I'm feeling better. Hello everybody, happy Friday. Good news, I'm feeling like 75% better, I would say. Pretty much all of my symptoms are better except for my throat and my cough. I have a wicked cough, and I guess my body is still sore because I'm like, my whole torso and like honestly a lot of muscles are sore right now just because I'm coughing so hard, and it's disturbing my sleep and stuff. But I'm like, I can deal with a cough. Like the whole like fever, like that kind of situation, I could not deal, but I can deal with this cough. So once again, if there is a bunch of weird jump cuts, it's because I'm just cutting out me literally hacking up a lung. Anyways, I'm so thankful to be feeling better. I'm like, I had a shower today. I haven't showered since Tuesday morning, I think, and now it's Friday, and I was like sweating out a fever, so I was so disgusting. I was like, I need to get in the freaking shower today. But I can actually like walk around and like be on my feet today, which is so nice because yeah, the past 2 days I've been pretty much bedbound, except for the things that like absolutely need to be done, like taking care of the dogs and stuff. But yeah, much better today. So oh my goodness, there's no better feeling than when you start feeling better after being sick. It's like, it's such a relief, and you just appreciate your health so much. So yeah, I've been thinking a lot about how I really need to be prioritizing my sleep again, because I have not been getting enough sleep. Like I've been sleeping like 4 hours a night sometimes and stuff lately, partially because of like anxiety, insomnia stuff I've been dealing with, but also just because I don't know, I've just been like staying up late working and stuff, and yeah, I think it's a combination of things that are like kind of out of my control, but also like things that I could be doing better. So I really just need to get my sleep situation in order, because obviously that is not good for your immune system. So yeah, it's like 10 a.m. right now, and I'm feeling pretty darn good. I have my little electrolyte drink here. I'm obsessed with these, and this has been like such a lifesaver while I've been sick. I mean, they're a lifesaver to me all the time. I love drinking this in the morning and getting that little hydration boost. I was able to have a bowl of cereal this morning. Like I could actually eat without feeling repulsed. I had a cup of coffee. I had a cup of orange juice, and obviously water. So yeah, that's my little health update. So much better, and thank goodness this was like a relatively quick little sickness, because this is only like day 3 and I'm already, you know, coming out the other side. So yeah, amazing. So I thought that we could do a little unboxing, and it is my book of the month box. I got this like probably over a week ago now, and I wanted to unbox it with y'all, and then I got sick, and now I'm like, what better time to open this than now? I'm feeling well enough to appreciate it, but I'm also still not feeling 100%, so maybe this will perk me up and cheer me up. So yeah, I'm so excited to open this, and I went a little bit wild this month. So I've skipped the past couple of months of my book of the month, and sometimes I do that. I'll like skip a couple months, and then I'll do a month where I get a bunch of add-ons, because the add-ons are only $15 for a hardcover, which is a really good price here in Canada. It's a different price for the US, like it's like less because of the currency conversion or whatever, but it's really economical to like get a box with a bunch of add-ons. So that's what I did this month. I was having a really rough start to the year. There was just, yeah, like I mentioned, I think in the last vlog, there was just stuff going on here, and it was really stressful. So I will say that I did a little bit of stress shopping, and I was like in that kind of mode when I was like, I'm just gonna get 5 books. I'm just gonna fill up the whole box, because that's the limit that you can get with book of the month is 5 books. You can just get 1, or you can get 2 or 3 or 4 or 5. And I just went crazy and got my first 5 book box. And to be honest with you, I completely forget what I got. I remember like one of the books if I really thought about it, but I kind of don't want to think about it because it's kind of fun to be surprised. So I'm just going to crack into this. Ooh, I'm so excited. I have not done any reading since I finished Bunny, because I just have not felt well enough to comprehend a book or like look at a page, or yeah, I just have not. I listened to a little bit of an audiobook, but that's all I could manage for reading. But I have spent a lot of time thinking about Bunny, which has been really enjoyable, and I've like watched some videos just kind of like going into different theories and people's interpretations, and it's making me appreciate that book so much. Like I really do want to read it again and just pay more attention, because Bunny is kind of one of those books where like every sentence feels intentional. Like I I'm kind of obsessed with it right now. I've been just thinking about it so much. So yeah, that was a really good book to kind of start the year off, just because it's so thought-provoking. And that's kind of another reason that I haven't really started another book since I finished Bunny, because that was such like a brain bendy experience that I really needed to spend some time digesting it after I finished. And I still am just like, I don't even know what I'm gonna read after reading Bunny, because I feel like I need something a little bit lighter, because that was like such an intense experience. So yeah, anyways, all right, here is my box. Oh my gosh, the first book on top, Interesting Facts About Space. Let's pull these babies out. Maybe I'll just pull them out one at a time and talk about them. So yes, the first one is Interesting Facts About Space by Emily Austen. This seemed like a really kind of like fun, heartwarming book. The description kind of gave me similar vibes to Eleanor Oliphant is Completely Fine, or The Collected Regrets of Clover, and I love both of those books so much. And I actually didn't know this, but I have another book by Emily Austen. I think it's right here actually. Yeah, Everybody in This Room Will Someday Be Dead by Emily Austen. And I've had this for a little while now, and I really need to get around to reading it. But I got this because it's kind of like has a similar vibe to, or I guess in like the like topics that it talks about, has a similar vibe to The Collected Regrets of Clover, where it's kind of like approaching the topic of death through the lens of like appreciation for life. And I feel like these kind of books are really great for me because I have like pretty bad death anxiety. I've heard that this one is really good, so that's why I picked it up, because I didn't want to forget that I want to read it. And this I should actually, maybe I'll read this next, honestly. Like, why not just bump this up to the top of my list? It looks like a quick read too, so I'm gonna actually leave this out because maybe I'll read this next. But anyways, I didn't even know that I had another book by Emily Austen when I picked this one out, and then I was like, wait, when I saw it mentioning it in here. So here's the synopsis for Interesting Facts About Space. Enid is obsessed with space. She can tell you all about black holes and their ability to spaghettify you without batting an eye in fear. Her one major phobia, bald men. But she tries to keep that one under wraps. When she's not listening to her favorite true crime podcast on a loop, she's going out with a rotation of women from dating apps. At the same time, she's trying to forge a new relationship with her estranged half-sisters after the death of her absent father. When she unwittingly plunges into her first serious romantic entanglement, Enid starts to believe that someone is following her. As her paranoia spirals out of control, she must contend with her mounting suspicion that something is seriously wrong with her. Because at the end of the day, there's only one person she can't outrun, herself. Brimming with quirky humor, charm, and heart, Interesting Facts About Space effortlessly shows us the power of revealing our secret shames, the most beautifully human parts of us all. I feel like I can't even read right now. I'm so sorry. That was rough. Oh my gosh, she's Canadian too. Okay. She's a Canadian girly. That's cool. I did not know that. I love finding out that authors are Canadian. So that's the first one, a little bit more of like a lighter thing, but still like thought-provoking and heartwarming. So yeah, I thought that would be a great pick. And the next one that I got is Mercury by Amy Jo Burns. This one seems a little bit more intense. I think this is a literary fiction of like a family drama. It takes place in Pennsylvania, follows our main character Marley in the year 1990. I guess she kind of gets entangled with this family and these brothers that are in this family, and then there's some like secret that's uncovered. I don't really know, but it had good reviews, and I feel like I haven't really read a lot of family dramas, but I kind of feel like it's something that's going to be really up my alley just in general, because I really like movies like that, especially when they're emotional, especially when they're sad. I don't know what is going to be in what like the vibe of this is going to be, but you know, they're usually on the emotional side. So yeah, I figured I would just try this one out, and that's kind of the nice thing about Book of the Month. They need to freaking sponsor me. Come on, Book of the Month. But that's a nice thing about Book of the Month, because I get to like try out and find books that I probably wouldn't have found before. Like, for example, The Collected Regrets of Clover, and maybe even Wayward, honestly, because I haven't heard a ton of people talk about that one. But The Collected Regrets of Clover, like, I am almost positive that I would not have read this book if it wasn't for Book of the Month, and I enjoyed this so thoroughly. So yeah, that was such a good find. Okay, next we have a thriller, and I'm kind of excited about this one because I don't often buy hard copies of thrillers. Like, I usually just get them on my e-reader, but this one I figured, you know what, why the heck not? I'm going all in for this box. So this is First Lie Wins by Ashley Elston, and I don't think I've read any other books by this author, if they have other books. It says, Evie Porter has everything a nice southern girl could want. A doting boyfriend, a house with a white picket fence, a tight group of friends. The only catch, Evie Porter doesn't exist. Like, what the heck? I'm perplexed by even just the synopsis of this, so I'm not even going to talk about it. But yeah, this seems like a very intriguing thriller, and again, the reviews were good, so yeah, I'm excited to jump into this one. I always love just like having a few thrillers on hand as well, because they are some of my favorite books to read, and I always just fly through them. They're perfect for in-between books. Like, I could even go for a thriller right now. Maybe I'll do a thriller, or I'm not sure if I should do a thriller or this one that I picked. I'll have to think about it, but yeah, love thrillers so much. I think that these three were all January, like from the January picks, but then for Book of the Month, when you do the add-ons, you can also go back into previous months and just like, yeah, they have like different collections that you can kind of look through, like members' favorite books and stuff like that. So I went back and got a couple of older books that I'd kind of had in mind. I figured that it'd be a good time to pick them up. So this is one that I've heard so many good things about. It's Lady Tan's Circle of Women by Lisa C. And this is a historical fiction, I believe. I don't even know too much about it. This follows a girl in China who's being raised by her grandparents, and her grandmother is one of the only female doctors in China. So she's teaching her granddaughter like everything that she knows. So it looks like she goes on to just like learn more about medicine and women's illnesses and work to help women, but then she is sent into an arranged marriage and is forbidden from doing that anymore. It says she's to act like a proper wife, embroider bound-foot slippers, pluck instruments, recite poetry, give birth to sons, and stay within the walls of the family compound. It says, how might she break free of these traditions, go on to treat women and girls from every level of society, and lead a life of such importance that many of her remedies are still used 5 centuries later? How might the power of friendship support or complicate these efforts? Lady Tan's Circle of Women is a captivating story of women helping other women. It is also a triumphant reimagining of the life of a woman who was remarkable in the Ming Dynasty and would be considered remarkable today. Is this a true story? I'll have to look into that. Anyways, this sounds phenomenal, so I'm really excited to read this one as well. And then the last book I got is actually a romance, and I know I had sworn off rom-coms or like these like fluffier like romance reads, but I've just heard so many good things about Abby Jimenez that I have to try it out. Like, I need to know, okay? I need to know what I'm missing. So the one that I've actually heard more about is, wait, this is Part of Your World. What's the second one? Yours Truly, I think. Is this the first one? Yeah. I think there's a sequel to this, which is Yours Truly. Anyways, I wanted to get the first one, but I think I've heard more about the sequel. But yeah, hopefully this will be good, and then I can just read both of them. But apparently this is just like a really good kind of like realistic romance story. And I've also heard that there's a lot of good anxiety, specifically social anxiety representation from the male love interest. And that just kind of sealed the deal for me, hearing that there was mental health representation in this. So yeah, I'm excited to read this. My memory card literally is flashing 0 minutes left, so I can't really tell you much about this. I think that they're doctors. I don't know. I'll have to update you when I read this, but it has rave reviews, so I'm hoping it'll be good, even though I'm not really like a romance girly, or not like this genre of romance perhaps. Okay, I just had to go in and delete a couple of my older clips on this memory card. But yeah, that's my Book of the Month box for January, and I'm very excited about it. I am trying to slow down on buying books because I just have more than I'm reading. So I want to try to like catch up and read a bunch of the books that I already have before I buy more. Oh, I forgot the bookmark in here. Oh my gosh, how cute. Love. But yeah, I just had to treat myself to my book of the month box this month. So yeah, that's that. And what else do I have to tell you? I did spend a little bit of time this morning, now that I could finally like look at a screen and like use my brain a little bit, but I did spend a little bit of time thinking about my garden planning, I guess, because that's something that I really need to like move to the top of my priority list for the next couple of months, just kind of like figuring out the yard. And the yard is literally covered in a bunch of snow right now, but I think the yard is covered in snow right now. It's been such crazy times here, you guys, because it's been this crazy snowstorm. Like, it's been dumping snow. It's finally stopped and we're back to rain now, but we got so much snow and the roads were crazy. And then at the same time, I came down with this horrible flu. It's such weird vibes. And then also, there's this sinkhole just like down the street from us. Like, the road is literally just like sinking in. And that whole road is closed off. So there's just like weird, it's just like weird vibes right now. I don't know what, they haven't really released a lot of information on that, but there's like, I guess, old mine shafts or I don't know, mine stuff like underneath this part of town. So I don't know, seems sketchy, but yeah, there's sinkhole down the road. There's freaking snow, chaos everywhere. There's flu, horrible flu going around apparently. Anyways, so yeah, it's been weird vibes, but I have been thinking about the garden and I think that I'm gonna get, like, I've been looking up what apps are good for planning. So I think I'm going to get a garden planning app on my iPad and just like seriously sit down and think about like, what do I want to grow? How do I want to arrange the garden? I need to, once the snow's gone, I need to get out there and clean up the raised beds because some of them are like falling apart, like, and they're not even old. Like, I can't imagine that they would be more than a couple years old, the raised beds out there. So I don't know if they just like weren't built properly or she like didn't use the right wood or like, I'm not really sure, but some of them are literally falling apart and yeah, they need some maintenance. So I need to figure out like what I'm gonna do with that and like what I probably want more raised beds. So like, how am I gonna do that? And like, I don't know, I'm very overwhelmed by the thought of all of the garden stuff. Like, I'm excited, but it's overwhelming. And I was trying to think about like, why is the outdoor gardening so overwhelming to me compared to houseplants? Because when I first got into houseplants, I didn't feel overwhelmed like at all. Like, I just felt like I just very much like went at my pace and I was just very excited and like, yeah, I just don't remember feeling overwhelmed learning about them. But I think because there's a couple of factors with outdoor gardening that's different, and I think the biggest one is the time constraint. Like, since you have to work with the seasons, like, things have to be done at certain times. So I feel like that the time is what puts pressure on me. Like, it's like, oh, this needs to be planted this week and this needs to be like done this at this time, and that just like, that really stresses me because houseplants, there's no time constraints. You can just do stuff whenever, for the most part. And you have to like buy stuff at certain times and like blah, blah, blah. So I think that the time stuff is like what stresses me out the most, and just the sheer like mass of it. Like, yeah, it's just like you're planting a lot of stuff, and you know, when you get into houseplants, you usually just start with a few and then you like gradually go from there, and there's no time constraints to get everything going. But with the garden, like, you obviously, I want to like plan enough stuff that it's not just a waste of my time to, you know, obviously I'm gonna have to be like watering and like caring for this garden. So I want to like plant enough stuff that it's worth my while, that I actually like get a decent yield and we can actually like, you know, get some meals out of it. But obviously it's stressful because it's like a lot of preparation and a lot of plants and a lot of planting. And then there's like seeds versus starters versus like, yeah, I have to like figure out all the different dates for things, and like, it's very overwhelming to me. It's very overwhelming. But I have been just thinking about that a little bit today, since, you know, I was like, I feel well enough to perhaps like do something, but maybe not work. Maybe, you know, I don't think I'm up to par for like filming like my big Q&A, which is the next video on my list that I need to film. But I am perhaps well enough to, you know, think about some other things like my garden and stuff. So yeah, that's what I did this morning. And for the rest of the day, I think I'm just gonna do like my post-flu clean, because the house just feels kind of disgusting. Like, you know, when you're sick and like our bedding is like all sweaty and gross, and it's just feels gross in here. So I just need to do some cleaning. Thankfully, my boyfriend's been like keeping the kitchen clean and stuff, which like bless, because when I live alone, my whole house is just like chaos by the time I'm feeling better. But yeah, just gonna be like cleaning and like catching up on some stuff that really needs to be done. Like I have, what do I have? I need to make an adjustment on the weekly vlog that you would have already seen. I need to adjust that, and then I need to re-upload it and like get that scheduled for Sunday. And then I have some invoices that need to be sent, and just like random like odds and ends for work. And I might attempt to edit a whole video like for my main channel that needs to be edited. I might do that, but again, I just don't know if I'll be able to stare at a screen for that long, but we shall see. Either way, like no matter, I don't even care what I get done today. I'm just so thankful to be feeling better. So yeah, that's kind of the vibe. Anyways, thanks for listening to me chat. Yeah. Oh yeah, oh my goodness. Olive, I obviously like picked her up from her echocardiogram and everything yesterday, and she is completely fine. Everything went well, and they actually called me with the results, and her heart is actually a little bit improved from when they did the last echo, which would have been like a year and a half ago, almost 2 years ago. Well, yeah, a year and a half ago. Well, yeah. So it's such great news that it hasn't gotten worse. There was some like left side enlargement in her previous echo, but now it's actually returned to a normal side, and she still has problems with like one of the valves of the heart, the mitral valve. So that's like the same, but yeah, the enlargement has come down. The only thing that they're concerned about is that her blood pressure was really high, but she's a very anxious dog, especially at the vet. She hates going to the vet. So we're thinking that it was hopefully just because she was really anxious there. So they're gonna have me bring her back in, and I can like sit with her and they can recheck the blood pressure, because they checked it after she'd like already been there for a while, and she was like just obviously very stressed, and I wasn't with her. So I'm really hoping that when it gets rechecked, it's just gonna be normal. But yeah, that went well. They're sending all of that information to her dentist, so they're gonna have all of that to be able to, you know, do her take whatever cardiac precautions they need to properly. And yeah, all is well with that, and she is safe and back at home. So yeah, that is a little update on that. But yeah, that's all I have to say. I don't know how I have literally so much to say when I've just been sick all week, but I guess I'm just in a chatty mood since I'm feeling better. Anyways, I will talk to you guys later. Okay, hello, I am back and I'm in better health officially. I think that the last time that I checked in was Saturday, and I thought that I was feeling better. Was it Saturday? Whenever the day was that I thought I was feeling better, I ended up feeling just like going downhill again after that, and I felt so bad. And it was because I didn't sleep on Friday night. Like literally awake all night. Actually, I slept from like 9 p.m. to 11 p.m. and then I woke up and I was awake all night just laying there, which is just like that is a form of torture that just I would not wish upon anyone. If you have insomnia, then you know, just like laying there, and then you just get like more anxious by the hour because you know that you're gonna be tired the next day, and it's just the worst. Anyways, I don't know what that was about, but yeah, I think maybe Saturday morning I was okay because I ended up sleeping for a couple more hours in the morning. But then in the afternoon, like that energy did not carry me very far, and I just started to feel bad again. But then Saturday night, I slept really well. Sunday, I was feeling good, and since then, I've just been like getting better and better. So I would say that right now, I'm like 90% better. I still have a cough, and unfortunately, talking triggers that like cough attack feeling. So filming is not the easiest thing right now just because of that. But the show must go, am I right? No, I actually did. I feel like I've like taken enough time off to recover and everything. So yeah, I'm not like forcing myself to film or anything. I just like feel ready to be back, you know? Also, I don't know how good of a job this mic is gonna do with the dishwasher running noise. I feel like it's still gonna pick that up, so hopefully it's not too bad. But yeah, I actually wanted to kind of talk to y'all a little bit about some of the things that I got up to on the weekend, Sunday, I think, mostly, which was kind of like the fun day of me being sick, because most of the time when I was sick, I just like couldn't really do anything. But on Sunday, I had enough energy to start a new book, to play my Hogwarts Legacy game, which was very fun, and to start both of my journals. Man, I got like a bunch of just like fun stuff accomplished on this day, which that was just like, it was really nice. I also played a board game. I thought I had it here. I have this like, maybe I'll go grab everything and then I can I have the journals right here because I've been really wanting to show y'all my journals anyways. But I did, yeah, just a bunch of fun little things. So that was great. Also last night I painted my nails, and I currently have on this super dark color. It's actually green. It looks black, but in the light it has really cool green sparkles to it. It's called Access Denied by Mooncat. So yeah, I did that last night. Just a little nail polish update because I always love to show the colors that I do, and I usually change it every week. I feel like this would be a great color for when it's sunny out, and unfortunately it's just cloudy right now, and I think it's just gonna stay cloudy. So I don't know, maybe the sun will come out and I'll be able to see all the sparkles and everything, but maybe I should have saved it for like the summertime. Okay, sorry, I'm trying to tell you a million things at once here. Let's start off with the book that I started. So I decided to start reading The Wishing Game by Meg Schaefer, and this is neither a thriller nor the I wish everyone in this room will one day be dead. The ones I was thinking about reading next, I did not pick either of those, and I instead ended up going with this one because I've just heard so many good things about this book. This is on a lot of people's like top reads of 2023 lists, and it's supposed to just be like a really heartwarming, like uplifting kind of story. And I was like, you know what, that sounds like exactly what I need right now. And it's like kind of cozy and whimsical, and it's actually kind of a welcome change of pace after reading Bunny, because you know, Bunny is so weird and obscure and it's just like hard to follow the plot sometimes. This is the literal opposite. Like this has straightforward plot, like it's easy to read, like you know exactly what's going on, so it's like refreshing in that way. I appreciate both like forms, but it's just nice. Like I don't think I really could have handled another like super obscure book right now, so this is just like, yeah, it's a welcome change. I'm really liking it so far. This follows a young woman who's a teacher's aide, and she really wants to adopt one of the kids in her school. He's in foster care, but he doesn't really get any attention from his foster parents, and she really wants to adopt him, but she doesn't have any money. So she's been like saving up money for 2 years so that she can adopt him, and trying to like, you know, get her living conditions better and like get a car and like meet all these requirements so that she can adopt this boy because she loves him so much. And they also bond over their love of a children's book series. Like the little boy loves the books. She also loved the books when she was a kid. So they have kind of that shared love, but the author stopped writing the books. Like it's been years since he's put out a book. And then one day, out of the blue, the author of this children's book series announces that he's written another book, and he's actually going to be holding a contest, like a competition, to for one winner to get the book, and they can do whatever they want with it. They can sell it to a publisher, and this is like a super famous author, like super like world-renowned children's series, so you could obviously get a lot of money from this. So long story short, she's in this competition trying to win this new book so that she can, you know, sell it and then get the money and be able to adopt this boy. But the cool thing about this book is that it almost has like, it's not fantasy, but it just has like a really magical element to it. And I've heard that it's magical realism, but nothing like magical per se has happened yet. But it really has that like whimsy, cozy, like, yeah, just like a magical vibe to it, because the author actually lives on the island that the books are about. Like, it's a real place, and it's just like super eclectic and quirky and just like this weird little island. So she's gone to this island because that's where the competition is. So it's super cozy because you get this setting of this like strange but comforting kind of storybook place. And yeah, I'm really liking it so far. It feels just like a family movie or something. Like, it's just, yeah, it's a very sweet and charming book so far, and it's definitely just like, yeah, it's a feel-good kind of read. You're really rooting for the main character, you know? Okay, and then next I want to talk about the game that I have been obsessed with recently. It's called Floriferous, and it's like a flower garden themed game where you're basically collecting flowers and bugs and things like that. It's a card game. It's super easy to learn, super quick to play as well. Like, you can play this in like 15 minutes. And yeah, it's really relaxing, really enjoyable. I've been obsessed with playing this with my boyfriend just because it's so quick to do. And it's just like, yeah, it's just a fun little moment. Like yesterday we played it while having our dinner instead of watching TV. We just like played this. So yeah, I kind of love that. And you can also do solo mode. Did I think that I would ever be somebody who was playing like a card game or a board game solo? No, but here we are, and I did it, and honestly it was fun. So I did that when I was sick because I kind of wanted to learn how to play the solo mode, but yeah, I don't know, it's just like a fun thing to do sometimes, you know? Anyways, I wanted to show you some of the cards. Yeah, they're so cute. Anyways, I thought that I would show y'all because obviously it's planty, so I'm sure that some people would appreciate it. The little flower pieces, like, so cute. You're literally just like collecting flowers. And that's all I have to say about that. I've just been obsessed with this lately and reaching for it all the time to just like play a quick game. And then, like I said, I spent some time working on my journals, and I've been so excited to show y'all my journals and talk to you about them, but I just haven't, well, I hadn't even started this one yet. This is my reading journal. This is the reading journal that was in the box for like 2 months. Like, I just didn't unbox it. Well, it's unboxed now, and this is what it looks like, so I'm gonna show it to you because this is just like so beautiful. I actually can't get over it. Look at those gold sprayed edges. Are you kidding me? It's just, yeah, it's immaculate. So I finally started that because I'm gonna be, look how cute. I'm gonna be keeping track of my books in here. And yeah, I do keep track on Goodreads, and I really want to start using Storygraph. I have a Storygraph account, I just have not been consistent on there, but I love like all the stats and everything that Storygraph gives you. Anyways, I do really want to do like a pen to paper situation as well, so that's what I'm gonna be doing. But yeah, there's so many different things in this reading journal. There's, you know, reading tracker, you can write upcoming releases, reading goals, to-do list, a bookshelf, reading challenges, and then obviously like a bunch of space for reviews, which I'm excited about. And then yeah, favorite quotes, reading stats, there's like blank pages that you can use. There's so much amazing stuff in here. And this is from the Quirky Cup Co. So I'll link it down below if you're interested. This comes in a bunch of different colors too. They have such beautiful stuff on that website. When I came across this, I was like, wow, I really need that. Anyways, this is my little bookshelf that I'm gonna fill in. I have 2 books filled in. I've finished 2 books so far this year, and I actually messed up. I made this color because I want to keep track of like the format that I read, and then if it's a book of the month book. And I messed up. I marked the 2 that I've read as physical books, and then I was like, those are literally ebooks. Like, why did I color them green? So I tried to make them yellow after, but honestly, I was kind of annoyed that I already botched it. But also, I was sick, so the brain wasn't properly braining. So I obviously don't have a lot filled out yet, but I did fill out some stuff for the books that I've read so far. This is for a book called Hereafter that I read at the very beginning of the year. Actually, I started at the end of December and then I finished it on the 1st of January, I think, but I'm just gonna count it towards my 2024 books. Oh my god, I can't stop coughing, you guys. Anyways, it's a memoir that I read. I rated it 4 stars. It was really good, extremely sad. It's about a young woman. I think she's around my age, like early 30s. And she lost her husband. He just died suddenly. And so it's a book about like, yeah, the grief of going through something so horrible. It's a really sad, emotional book, which is my favorite type. It feels wrong to say that about a memoir when it's like somebody's real life. But yeah, incredibly sad book. She's also Canadian, so I thought that that was cool when I found that out. But yeah, that was a really good memoir, and it was also really short. I only read it in like a couple of days. So yeah, and I got that actually as an advanced reader copy from NetGalley. You can make an account on NetGalley and like apply to read books before they come out, and that's the first one I applied for, and I got it. So I was able to like download it onto my Kobo and read it, which I thought was really cool. And then you just like, it's like in exchange for a review. So I left, you know, a review for them obviously when I finished it. But I don't think I'd be doing that often because I don't like the pressure of like, you know, having to read something in a certain amount of time and then having to produce a review. But I wanted to try it out and I thought that it was fun, and yeah, that's the book that I did it for. And then yeah, there's like for the review stuff, there's like a bunch of stuff you can fill out, and then yeah, like final review, favorite quotes, stuff like that. And then oh yeah, there's like lots of pages for the reviews. And then of course we have my page for Bunny, which I'm currently working on now. So, and as you can see, I've printed out the book covers so that I can stick them in here because I love just visually being able to see that. I think it's gonna be really satisfying to like get my thoughts about books out onto paper. So yeah, I'm really excited about this. I haven't completed the sections for Bunny yet. I'm still processing. But yeah, there's tons of just like different portions to this journal. Like there's so much stuff. It's really cool. There's this little quick reviews section, which I really like because you can just like look quickly and see what you've read and what you rated it and like what the dates you read were and everything. So yeah, I'm so excited about this reading journal. Upcoming releases too. I've documented some of the upcoming releases that I want to buy this year. I still need to spend more time like going through this and, you know, filling it in, but I did start it, so I'm really, really excited to keep going with this throughout the year, and I can update y'all on my thoughts. I know a lot of people make their own reading journals just in like a blank notebook, and I love that. Like I love the kind of creative freedom and that you can tailor it to exactly what you want in your reading journal. But I just don't think I'm ready to commit to having to like do something from scratch. So I thought I would start with like a pre-done reading journal that I can just fill in. And then once I have some experience with that, then maybe I'll try just doing my own from scratch. But yeah, anyways, next we have my journal, which is actually a Hobonichi planner. This is the Hobonichi Weeks. And I kind of love this for a journal for me this year because I want something that I want kind of like a daily memory journal situation, but I don't want to be intimidated by having like really big pages to fill in or anything. So I think that this is just gonna be perfect for me. Like once I saw this size of journal, I was like, yes, that's what I need. So yeah, this is my journal for 2024, and that's what I have on the cover so far. Just a couple of stickers, and obviously I have this blue one. I open it up and I have just some of my stickers stored in here again. So this is a planner, like I said, like it's a literal planner, but I'm just kind of adapting the pages to be like a daily journal situation. So what I'm doing with the monthly pages like this is I'm trying to make this into like a gratitude spread and write something that I'm grateful for every single day in these squares. Obviously I've missed some days because yeah, I'm trying to be consistent with this, but it's a new habit to get into, right? So I'm doing my best. And then it's also just fun to look back on just briefly, like on this day, Hillary's having a girl. That was when, you know, it was her gender reveal day. And then over here, I'm just kind of experimenting with what I want to put in here. So on this side tab, I just have the dates that I started new books. And then I also have just like some books that I want to read throughout the month in the little check boxes down here. And then for the weekly spread, I'm trying to do a combination of just like a few sentences about my day, anything of note that happened, or even if there was nothing of note, like sometimes I'm just like, oh, like, you know, worked today, like whatever. Like it can just be anything that I want, but obviously it's fun to document if there were like, you know, exciting things happening that day. And then I'm kind of experimenting like what I'm doing with the other side because it's just like a kind of blank situation. So I was trying out like a habit tracking thing. And then I'm also just like, I just want to have freedom to just put whatever I want in here. And I really want to just be able to flip through and to trigger memories throughout the year of things that happened. So for example, on this weekend, we went to see The Iron Claw, which is a movie that I've talked to y'all about. So I just printed off like the Iron Claw poster and stuck that in there so I can just flip through and like, oh yeah, we saw that movie, like how fun. And then on this one, a picture of me and my friends at Hillary's gender reveal, and also when we went to Cirque du Soleil. This is when I was getting sick. I was like documenting my symptoms. Finished Bunny on this day, I believe. There's a snowstorm. Olive had her echocardiogram, so I like documented the results of that in there, and documented just like some of my thoughts. I was bummed out because I was like falling behind again because I was sick and I was feeling stressed about that. But yeah, I just think that this is so cool, and I'm really hoping that I can keep up with it throughout the year because it's just, I don't know, it's just special to be able to look back at my days. And also therapeutic to get some of my thoughts out and also have like a little bit of a creative outlet in this. And yeah, I just think that, I think it's gonna be a great thing. I'm really excited about it. And yeah, I wanna get some cute like, stationery supplies, like some cute like washi tapes or stickers or something that I can just kind of like spruce up the pages with. But I'm also trying to not spend a lot right now, and I could see myself really just going overboard with that. So yeah, I do want to get something. So if you have any suggestions for like shops to check out that sell things, the thing is that a lot of the times places are in the US, and then the currency conversion plus shipping and everything just ends up being really expensive for like Etsy shops and stuff. So maybe I'll have to find some Canadian ones. Anyways, I think that is pretty much all that I have to update y'all on. I was just excited to share with you those little things that I've been working on. Sorry that this vlog has mostly just been me literally sitting here talking to you. Normally I have a lot more like B-roll and just, I don't know, maybe more visually exciting things or like music or like, you know, trying to make it cozy. But yeah, this is just like been a sick vlog. So yeah, closing it out. Thank you so much for watching and for commenting. You guys are just the sweetest ever, and I really appreciate that you watch this channel and that you enjoy this channel. That just makes me so happy. So yeah, thank you so much. I look forward to seeing you in the next one, and yeah, take care. Bye.